Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the Maryland campaign event for you. Should be exciting as we have two different maps on two different game modes. Westwoods being our first map, you saw an overview of that. Followed up by the Smokestacks, a bigger map. So it'll be exciting to see how tonight is fought. With that being said, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video and hit the join button, and you can get perks like getting videos before everyone else. Our teams for tonight, we have on the Confederate side, we have 7th Louisiana, Mississippi Brigade, and 2nd Corps. And on the Union side tonight, we got Sussy Brigade, Iron Brigade, and the Pennsylvania Army. With that being said, I hope you enjoy. And here we are live on the battlefield today for the Maryland campaign. This is going to be a hype first map. So, I think for the first time I've seen Maryland campaign had to split into 2 servers. So that is why we have only about 180 man server. Balance phenomenally done here. So yeah, it should be great. It's just me announcing tonight. Good fun indeed. So out front you got Doug in red here, followed up by Zapstar, Sussy Brigade in the mix.
Alright, stay cheer for the...
You can hear the glorious Sussy Brigade song with a flying man. He's literally flying. How is this even possible? Oh, there he goes. He fixed himself. Good job. So, Union slowly making their way through the woods, trying to figure out where the Confederates are. You can kind of hear Union figuring out where they're at. And I don't know if you could hear them over my voice, but Union's going to send one tiny group out. It's going to bait all the rebel fire, and then they'll move in and try to attack. So we'll see if it works. 7th LA firing the first shots here. The rest of the CSA holding fire. And here comes the 59th New York up. Part of Sussy Brigade now. And so, see the Lightning Brigade, the 69th NC, got 1st Maryland there as well. All part of Sussy Brigade. Sussy Brigade is a lot of people. A lot of people indeed. You also have Iron Brigade here. Cheese all the way. Independent fire! So, as of now, Union continuing up their independent fire. Confederates returning fire, keeping these flags protected behind the tree. I mean, all the flags are staying behind the tree. Crouching, a little bit iffy. It's a lot longer for people to spawn on you, but regardless, still protecting that flag. So, Union appears to be using a little bit of defilade here. It's not that much of a... It's a decent defilade. So all these Confederate shots aren't going to hit while they're down here. They're kind of running up, volleying. You can see 59th New York starting to shift over. Rest of the Union holding here, taking shots. Iron Brigade doing those running up and firing. I'm intrigued to see where the 59th New York is going to go. They're going to possibly try to get along their side and flank them. Time will tell with that.
We can catch the enemy to our farther left. If we can, we're sort of acting as a mobile reserve right now. Makes sense? Yeah. Makes sense.
Wish we kind of got the first part of that, but I think we're correct in thinking that 59th New York, it looks like there's possibly another Reg here. 5th NC here as well. 1st Delaware. And the one and only Ninja. So, looks like they're going to be trying to flank around while 1st Maryland, Iron Brigade, and then maybe a couple more Union guys are just holding back and shooting here. Looking at our CSA position, again, you've kind of seen this a couple times already, but we haven't really said it. 7th LA on this far right side. To their left, you got 2nd Corps, 5th VA, 6th Louisiana, and then MB, 2nd MS, and 18th MS. I guess 19th Arkansas here as well. They are shifting left to deal with this Union force that's kind of making their way over here. Union capping point here. So this is going to force the Confederates to come out of their positions to try to retake the point. And if anything, Confederates should try to do this quickly.
All right.
I'm That's on.
What do you need?
All right, hold on. Let me help me find the MB guy. Who's commanding MB?
One thing that is
MB
a little
officer,
surprising
MB officer, where you at? MB
is that they don't
officer.
use a Steam chat, so you can see these officers having to communicate here.
I was trying to call him. That's what you do.
All right.
He's over
While
here.
you say we hit the point, we all go right.
What's the plan?
Let's see. At 17 minutes flat. At 17 minutes flat, we all go over. We all go to the right. 17 minutes flat.
Copy that.
17 minutes
17
flat.
minutes. Warlord, you heard
Everyone
that?
needs to be
17
here.
minutes
17
flat.
minutes
Yes.
flat.
17 minutes, yes.
All right,
Cool.
cool.
I see straight contact.
Right.
So, Confederates going to kind of reform here for 2 minutes. I think that's a little long time, but regardless, at least they will be organized.
I recommend you lads stay down. It's up to you though. Iron Brigade!
West, northwest, west, northwest.
They're aiming right at you, Iron Brigade. They're to
And-
the west, west.
And so, Zap, 1st Maryland, and Iron Brigade kind of keeping up shots there. You have some 1st Maryland guys, whatever H8 stands for. I would normally see SS for maybe sharpshooters or sharp skirmishers. I don't know, but maybe a different name that I don't know. You have 5th Florida with Zoo here up front, kind of scouting position. Huncho is the man up front, though.
Hey, that's it. Hey, can you send your guys over more towards the right so we can hit them all together so we're not spaced apart?
Fair enough.
All right.
So we got about 50 seconds till the CSA attack. You can see the point of contention. Where is it? Where's the nice little banner? Yeah, so there is the point of contention. 59th New York is holding on the very edge of it to make it seem like there are Unions on there. However, most of the Union teams not. And the one big thing is Union is kind of spread out into 4 or 5 groups depending on how you want to split it up. And if the Confederates coordinate this correctly in a big blob with no Steam chat, this charge can be pretty effective.
Victory. V for fucking victory.
Bobby, hold your shot.
V for victory, boys.
Hop over and hold. Hop over and hold. Hop over and hold.
17, 6.
Cajun, 7th LA, first to go up and over. Now, with a large CSA force like this, they got to kind of coordinate this correctly. They're kind of splitting off into 2 prongs. This part of the 7th LA is going straight in. Right into 1st Maryland's line. 1st Maryland not really hitting a whole lot, though, but Iron Brigade here is here to assist in this melee. You could see MB's getting in here as well for the CSA. I see 5th NC Doug here. So it looks like Union reinforcements showing up at the right time. But I don't know if it'll be enough here. CSA winning this charge. Not terribly surprised, though. Here come more of the Union. 59th New York coming in now. You see 8th Virginia here as well, a recent group that joined. Sussy Brigade. And it's looking like Union's going to be able to hold this off. This flag bear's going to get away. Coco's protecting that flag. You got Big Destiny here as well protecting it. And beautifully done there. But Union holds the push. And Union's actually ahead on tickets. So you got 7th LA. HUD's not waiting for anybody. Rest of the CSA is kind of forming up at the main spawn. And these guys are just going in now, thinking that the Union's close to being wiped, which they're partially correct. Maybe we're going to see these guys on defense go up and over.
Merge with their unit. Merge with their unit.
Where we at? Are we back in our...
Enemy officer right here.
I got the flag. I got the flag.
And the 7th LA group, completely catches this Union force off guard and pretty much wipes them with minimal casualties. Quite impressive. You have Snatch here from the 59th. He's trying to get there. You go. Good job. Now he's going to stand here? What? No, why are you running this way? Sir, sir, sir. Why are you running? Good. He's kind of lucky the CSA did not stay there, but HUD and those 7th LA guys returning to the line.
Let's say at 12 flat, we should all hit him.
No, Cajun, we just wiped the whole unit. We need to push it.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's do it.
I really love the thinking of HUD here. You cannot let the Union regain their force, especially after wiping out a tiny group. So Confederates are going to start going a little bit spread out. A little spread out, but not terribly spread out. It's like 1st Maryland, 5th NC coming up here trying to reclaim this flag. However, they're about to engage with the whole CSA team. And if anything, this will not end well for them. So Confederates going down to the next stage of engaged. Union is probably getting very close to that point. Iron Brigade kind of moving through the woods here. You don't really see any more Union over here. You have some Union groups going into the CSA, but they just got wiped almost instantly. So Iron Brigade is the last group for the Union in terms of holding the point. And the CSA will most likely run through this. Wow, this guy's popping off. Calvin the Cat here. He got like 3 or 4 kills there. Union going down to engaged, however, but they're pretty much wiped from the field. Let's quickly check who's over. I guess we can't check. We got Colton, but he doesn't have tags. So the last Union group up here is some 8th Virginia guys. They're just kind of holding back on their own. So yeah, I mean, you just have a couple guys for Union running around the woods. But CSA have control. 7th LA getting on point. Going to cap. Maybe Warlord's trying to move that way, but the Confederates have control. It's kind of a slow recap, so Union does have some opportunity to move. You can see here comes 1st to Maryland.
Got someone's flag. I got your flag, actually, Zapstar. I rescued it for you. Give me a kiss on the lips.
Loads.
So 7th LA guys, looks like there's some just engaging. I don't know if they were engaging with 5th NC, but 1st Delaware up here engaging the 7th LA guys on point. And the Confederates will go up back up to the top of the engage. Union should just, these guys should just throw their tickets away. As Confederates are about to regain a decent amount. Yep, you can see that go right back up to the top of engaged. So Confederates as a blob falling right back to their original positions. Eastwoods can be a very hard map for a defending team like the Confederates here to win when you don't have a steam shot, and it's so easy to get spread out and confused in the woods. So outside of maybe falling back further, which might be a bad idea because I don't know how far the Confederates can go back here. It doesn't look like they can. So that is probably the best place for the Confederates to be on this map. Unless they go like way down there, but Union would find them and cut them off pretty quickly. So Union just has to keep doing what we just saw. They have to cap point, bring everyone's tickets down. Eventually you'll get both sides to breaking, and then you'll force them out, push them in the last stand and win.
Look at us. We're both flag.
Dap, you ready to press forward?
Alright, I'm going to the store.
Stay down, lads. Be ready.
Where'd you join the line to the right, mate?
So yeah, I mean, you could see Union is capping the point right now. 59th New York appears to have been assigned this role of capping points. Are they gonna pull off? Maybe they're trying to bait the Confederates to come out. I don't think they're going to come out, though. Unless, but let's hear if they're talking anything. Your point is still being capped by a couple guys here. CSA shifting to the left. The first Delaware is capping point. And the Union is holding on this far right side, expecting the Confederates to go there again. But Confederates, I like what they're doing. They're trying to hit from a different direction. And they are going in extreme flank around here. The whole Union team has amassed over here. You have a couple Confederates sitting back shooting. Whether these guys are not following orders, that's 5th VA, so they are likely following orders. They are probably here to engage and distract this Union force. Because when you're in the trees like this, and the Union's like not staying up top of the hill, so they're just running up, shooting, going back down. Through the trees and smoke, you're not going to be able to see that those are only 5 guys. Actually starting to shift, though. So let's see where the Confederates go. As of now, they're holding.
Bastard! Oh, there you are. What you guys think? We can go with the fist all the way up behind him and hit him from the rear.
I'm cool.
Yeah, let's move out like 9 minutes. Let's go in as a fist all the way behind him.
My one thing is I don't understand why they're holding so long. Huncho here, what a guy. He can, I don't know if he can hear them, but he at least knows they're here. So, these scouts might prove effective here. Iron Brigade, really the only ones. Maybe 1st Delaware is engaged. The only thing about Huncho, though, is that if he wants to report this, he has got to run back to friendly position.
They're all stacked up toward northwest north. You boys just hang back here. You let them come to us. Jim Bob, can you run southeast south, find our friendlies, and tell them that the entire Reb team is to our north?
I got you.
Go.
So he's got to go. He's got to be quick. This is the thing. CSA hopefully will start moving out now. MB starting to go up and over here. Jason's on top of a stump.
Northeast. Tyler. Flag.
Jason, right.
So he sees this Union group over here. A decently sized force, 5th NC, 1st Delaware. That's so cool to see. Very cool. That scouting. I mean, he saw him from far ways away. So we're about 30 seconds out to moving. Where is Jim Bob at? So looks like Jim Bob just got here. And now will this Union group move? I mean, this Union force has to go.
All right, lads, be ready.
Okay. So it appears... we couldn't hear what Zapstar said, but it looks like Zapstar is going to try to come in late. Swing the sides at the last minute. Maybe try to get around them. Maybe we'll hear what Jim Bob says when he gets back. Maybe he got back already. You know, he's back. So 9-minute mark. CSA is kind of an interesting attack here. It looks like they are sending the 7th LA. They're going to try to flank around this group that Jason saw in the northeast. It looks like that is their job, while the rest of their friendlies are maybe going to hit them head on. Or are they going to the point? Looks like they're just going to the point. 7th LA is going to go wipe out that Union group. So Union has a good shot here. Couple engagements happening on point. They're shooting at that flag, although there's no one there. 5th Florida, 1st, I guess Zapstar's guys, they're now beginning to move over. Most fighting occurring on this side of the map. CSA heavily outnumbering the Union here. And these Union guys are going to get wiped, but that is no surprise here. Again, as it is risky for the Confederates to stay spread out in the woods as a defense when the counterattack's happening. I mean, the same rules apply to the Union. Zapstar's guys, the guys with him rather, were forming up with the rest of the Union team. And Union is just going to try to shoot down the Confederates. What's this officer tag? It's just second corps. You got Star here. What a guy. So Union, however, despite that one 5th NC group, 1st Delaware, kind of getting wiped, Union is ahead on tickets, but here goes 7th LA. They're charging right in. Very aggressive play style from 7th LA. I like watching that a lot. And this first Union group kind of getting wiped here. Where is the Union? Oh, this Union group charged in. That explains a lot. Oh, it was kind of confusing. Like, where did the Union go? They charged. So they kind of pulled a bull run there. Both sides trying to hit each other's flanks. Confederates, for the most part, winning. Only a couple Union left on point. A lot of CSA still there, but they are spread out, and it's going to take a minute for them to reorganize. This is going to give the Union an opportunity, like this 5th NC group that we saw, reform near the point and help their friendlies. But here comes 7th LA again. They don't stop. I see 5th VA guys as well.
Oh my God.
Here comes more 7th LA.
Hold it, bitch. Hold right here, right here. Let him come to you, let him come to you, let him come to you. Don't let him come on me. God fucking damn it.
Confederates might have control of this because 7th LA just kind of forced themselves onto the point. The rest of the CSA appears to be pouring on. 2nd Corps now starting to move out from that snake fence there, and the Confederates, as of now, are winning the point. But here comes the 59th and 1st Maryland. '59th New York realizing that they might not win that. They're not going to go in on their own. Union still being ahead on tickets. These Union guys starting to pull in with the 59th.
From here, look, they're right in front of us. Fire at will, aim at their knees, right across.
Go in.
Shoot them up.
Zeus saying not to go in.
Perfect shots. Rip them up.
One more time.
We don't have enough people here yet.
Hey, that nerd is mine.
Rip them up, boys. Rip them up. Fire at will. Aim at
Let's do it now.
I'll give it to you one more time, John. Go in, rally here, boys.
One more time.
On the
One more time. Go in, rally, boys.
Keep ripping them up. Keep ripping them up.
So here comes a couple of them. Doug wants to go in to try to hold this point and win the game now. I don't know if they'll be able to. Maybe, though, they're letting CSA cap, and they're going to try to hit them right as they cap. So then they can kind of get this ticket lead. Which, regardless of what the Union did there, attacking a good idea. Here come the rest of the Union team. 2nd Corps arriving, though. On this point, it almost looks like CSA is getting ahead on tickets here. Iron Brigade. Great timing here. CSA needed to fall back almost instantly. Iron Brigade just coming in and wiping so many of these CSA guys. Impressive charge by them. Tickets look a so great charge by Iron Brigade there. Confederates should have pulled out there a little sooner. Oh, but this is terrible for the CSA. 7th LA being aggressive again. I don't know if the CSA plan is just try to hold the point at this point and try to push Union into final push first. But 7th LA's charge is kind of doing well. That surprised me. Zoo getting 3 kills there. But the point is about to be... the point... No CSA are here. CSA is about to go down into breaking, which means Union can cap and win the game. So the Confederates either have to turtle really well, which there's 35 minutes. You can't turtle for 35 minutes with this close to being the breaking. So the Confederates are going to have to hold this point for the rest of the game and try to push Union in the final push first, I think. My big concern is falling back can be a good idea. However, Union right now should start pre-capping the point and trying to drive down the CSA.
Hey, Red, we're here. Consensus.
Red on, perfect. Hold here, hold here.
Hey,
all right.
Gonna take up
hold steady, boys. Hold.
Yeah, I'm gonna move with you because we can get them down to breaking here in a moment.
Okay, 8th Virginia kind of going forward there.
Thompson, tell Zoo we can get them down to breaking in 33 minutes pretty easily.
Who is this? So it looks like 5th NC, 1st Delaware as well. Maybe they're going to try up and take some shots. But the Union is pre-capping here. I'm guessing 59th New York's pre-capping. I really like that. So the CSA now, realizing the predicament that they're in, they're going to have to push out and try to hold this point for the rest of the game.
Hold the attack! Hold the attack! Hold the attack!
Oh,
hell, we gotta keep going. Keep going, keep going.
I mean, there's always a chance Union could pre-cap by accident here. However, I don't think the Union's that dumb to do that. Confederates hit breaking here. You can hear Ninja yelling to cap the point. However, there's only a couple Union nearby. Confederates are closer to the point. 7th LA was the one to go in. MB now following behind. And that point is being capped by Union. Union hit breaking here as 5th NC and 1st Delaware hit from the right side. But here comes 2nd Corps behind this group. Iron Brigade here as well. Everyone is here fighting on point. Point is going in favor of the CSA right now. So if anything, that implies they're winning the charge. And as you can see by our little flag over here, overview here, Confederates winning that pretty decisively. So Confederates are now forced to hold the point. Who's still shooting? I guess. Oh, you have a kind of a small Union force up here, 1st Maryland.
Zapstar behind you, Zapstar.
Yes. Thank you. He's down.
Guy came right for me. He was thirsty.
That is quite the interesting sound pad. So, the Confederates, that's a shame. These Confederates' priority need to be to knock the Union down into final push. Because, I mean, there's almost no shot the Confederates win this. It's going to be very hard for the Confederates to pull off something. The Confederates need to knock Union into the final push. Union just... They really can just shoot them down to last stand. That would be kind of boring, but they can do it.
Hey, this line looks really ugly right now, 59.
Yeah, get this line up.
But the CSA, as just a general thing, I think CSA should push out from point and try to hit, like, push up in the forest a little bit and see if there's any, like, Union groups like the 59th New York and 8th Virginia holding out there. Because you need to get any ticket advantage as the defenders right now. And the thing is if the Confederates don't push out to Union right now and try to get some ticket advantage, this is just going to allow the Union to do what they're doing right now. Reform as a big blob and charge in and deal a lot of damage. Confederates are going to have to win a decisive charge now. Probably two or three charges. And they can't even be close. Confederates have to dominate them. But by not pushing out, you're letting the Union kind of reform, position themselves how they want to, and just slowly whittle you down or charge you out. So, I wish we had a, when you look at like college football games, or I guess any sport on ESPN or the ESPN website, you can see the odds of each side winning. It was already pretty low, but now I think it's pretty much nil that the CSA wins. Best bet CSA's got is to win 3 massive charges or pushed out and kind of hit the Union. Union spread out, but CSA doesn't know that, so pushing out is not a best idea from their view. Here comes 5th NC, though. I think 1st Delaware is here as well. They're going to try to hit 7th LA in the side.
God damn it.
And 7th LA falling back, trying to avoid tickets here. I do not know why the Confederates have kind of split themselves apart. It's going to allow the Union to defeat him in detail. Sure, the Union's going off in detail, but if it was a big blob, Confederates could easily defeat these mini charges that we see. Here comes Iron Brigade. Iron Brigade actually winning on this side. Not by a whole lot, only a couple more left. Confederates almost down to last stand here.
They're gonna volley us. They're gonna volley us.
Jeez, how many of 7th LA bringing tonight? Wow, 40 some. That's crazy. What are these guys doing up here, though? Sure, your team doesn't have that much odds of winning, but you're really throwing your chances out. You're just... I guess 2nd Corps is kind of charging out here, getting maybe a couple of Rambos for Union, but dying out of line right there. Terrible. Here comes 1st Delaware, 5th NC, mostly 1st Delaware, though. And Confederates should fall down to last stand in a moment. That means they can't get any more respawns. But there they go. So, CSA have all these guys left to defend. Union is very close to hitting final push right now. And the Confederates need to force this to happen as soon as possible. These Union guys cannot be out here dying out of line. The final push, the Union will still have infinite tickets if you don't know. However, that black timer is going to be lowered by a significant amount. So the Union need to avoid any casualties. Not a bad idea here from Cajun. I like it. They're going to charge them out, knock them into the final push, keep them off point. If they win this charge and knock them the final push, this could be good. But, oh, it's a little patch of open here. Union have positioned themselves quite well here.
Let's go, boys. Push them off.
And Union hitting final push. We'll see what that black timer is after this charge. Union's beginning to counter charge here. 2.5 minutes, but yeah, Union's gonna win this. I think Union's gonna win this game. There's not a lot of Confederates left. Here comes some Union respawns, mostly 5th NC. That point is going in favor of the Union right now. And only a couple guys remaining with Flag Bear trying to just survive, and he goes down.
Hold the point.
Kill that guy, please.
He's not gonna do anything. Ducks will kill like 3 of them, bro.
Guys, kill this fucking ram.
Who are the last couple CSA? There's only, I see 2 here. Let's go with one more.
All right.
And that is the round here. Good first round. I mean, a lot of the things that I suggested throughout the video, or this first round, in terms of strategy, it's so hard to do without a Steam chat, especially on a wooded map like this. So, CSA didn't play that bad, though. Good. That was a great first round to watch. Union, that was textbook. Really well done by Union. They did exactly what they wanted to do. But yeah, great match. Exciting. I mean, yeah, I'm really, all my comments are there. Intriguing to see the casualties here, but it's kind of cool how we saw the fighting happen on the bottom side of the map, then it shifted up to the top side of the map. But yeah, next map, Contention. It will be good to watch. We'll see you in the second round. And here we are live with our second round here. Contention now on Smokestacks. Haven't seen a Contention a whole lot on this channel. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see it here. On the map where we can see the Mumba's Farm burning. And I think there can be points down there. You see the artillery out in the distance. That's one thing we should look at here. CSA's got about 6. Union's got about 4 on artillery. But here's the point of contention. Union is, as of now, and it looks like they're going to get here first. This is the Eastwood Skirmish map for normal skirmish, if you're wondering where we're at right now. But here we go. Union's going to get there first. But Confederates just kind of gung-hoing it for the point. 59th New York kind of pulling off here.
Nice slide. Guys, these are all rebs to our west. Fire at will. Fire at will.
So 59th New York engaging. It's mostly, I see 5th VA. Mostly here MB kind of pulling off and going around, as Union is the first group to kind of get control of this map. The rest of the Confederates moving out from spawn. So Union is going to get a firm grip hold of this map. The best Confederate attack should be through the corn. But regardless, Union has a great position here on this corner on the Eastwood Skirmish map. If Union has control of this corner in the actual map, they have a pretty decisive hold over the map. So it's going to be very hard for CSA to do anything. Iron Brigade, how did they miss those point-blank shots? But they're pulling up there. Here comes Cajun and his men, 7th LA. They're going to go towards the gunshots, towards Iron Brigade. The whole Union team should kind of position themselves on this corner. And you can see Union starting to shift more and more guys this way. Iron Brigade is probably going to fizzle out here. Yeah, the whole Union team has such an entrenched position. It's going to be very hard for Confederates to break through. Really, Iron Brigade and 8th Virginia are the last groups holding out there. Not a terrible spot, but not great either.
Stay over on that southeast side. Southeast
To me! To me, Marlins! This side of the fucking snake! Be ready!
So looks like 1st Maryland's going to hold out on front. Possibly take up some shots from the CSA coming in before they hit their main line. Or just get a flank if they kind of hit them on their side here. 7th LA holding here. The rest of the CSA team, MB's holding out on this corner position. They're just kind of moving forward, taking shots. And then 2nd Corps is kind of taking this far right position. And it looks like the Union have fallen back from this. No, they haven't. Never mind. They're all hiding behind that tree. What do you expect? So here comes 7th LA. They're going to hit right in the 1st Maryland. And you can see a lot of the 7th LA guys. The shots are taken now. Zoo's coming up with this pistol. The big thing is that the Confederates want to win this, they got to go in together. And this is not together. 2/3 of their team, in terms of regiments, are not pushing forward. And so 7th LA is going to get systematically destroyed. Mississippi Brigade starting to move through the corn now. I don't know if they hear the fighting, see it, or what, but they're going in. 7th LA not actually getting wiped. This flag bearer is completely exposing the Mississippi Brigade's position.
Where that line points. Right where that line points.
Hey, you should be about 1 man per post.
Keep ripping them up. Keep ripping them up.
And Zoo's just going in. Gets 1 kill and backing out. Smokey, what a shot though. And One of the 7th LA guys falling back here. Cajuns reforming his men here. You have 5th VA kind of going on the point. 2nd Corps is falling back a little further. 2nd Corps has got to go up and help their men. 5th VA taking these nice kind of rocks here and getting some nice shots on the Union. But I really don't see how Union are going to lose this. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure you go down a whole morale stage if the other team fully caps this point. That's what I am thinking. 59th New York shifting further right here on the corn.
Hey, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys.
Big thing, I guess another great thing about putting a couple guys out here like this is that it'll alert your friendlies holding further back if the enemy is there or not. So, but let's hear if we can hear the Confederates talking.
What the fuck?
Where's
You ain't 7th, you ain't fucking shit.
Fuck you. Down to fucking Cannon Mountain to him, ready
You
to
ain't
go.
7th, you ain't shit, am I right?
Yeah, man.
Not really, because we're fucking losing.
Your mama's got saggy titties.
We fucking winning.
What the fuck? I'm loyal to that.
Cajun getting shot. Anyways, Union. Pulling away out here, and the Confederates appear to have just kind of given up this point. So the thing about contention, right, is I think what the Confederates are realizing is that they're not going to win this position. So what's the point of wasting our tickets trying to take this position when we're going to lose tickets and go down a home morale stage? So what the Confederates are doing is they're just falling back. And they're going to hope that they're by the next point of contention. And if they are, they can kind of get a firm grip hold before the Union gets there. And we could see 59th New York kind of moving forward. Or actually, oh wait, are the Confederates going for it? I don't know if they are, but these MB guys are going in. With a flag too. I don't know why there's flags here. And now I'm thinking artillery getting a kill. But if anything, these guys are just trying to make sure the Union stays here. So that the Confederates can get a good position. You could say, oh, nope, Confederates have kind of done an about face. They're going for it. This is so weird. There's no point in going for it. You're not going to win. You haven't won yet. I really liked what you guys were doing, but now you're just throwing these tickets away. I mean, you still got... Oh, it's so spread out. But regardless,
They're so disorganized. They're so disorganized.
you can hear that there from that Union guy, and yeah, he knows exactly what we see. No Confederates out to our left; they're all right here, and you could see that's really you kind of have the second smaller wave moving in, but that's not really going to do anything. 5th NC kind of countercharging here. Confederates might be at taking losses in a moment. Here comes 2nd Corps, though. I don't know if communication was late to them or they just took a while to reform, but they have 3 flags right now. It's a couple 7th LA guys, and they are pulling back right away. And wow, Confederates almost at taking losses there in an instant. Some Union guys kind of countercharging. So where's the next point of contention? That's like, I think, sorry, my headset's kind of falling off. I think contention is such a great game mode. This is the only problem I see with it, though. But it's RNG. I mean, I kind of want to hear what the Confederates are saying, because Union can just hold at that same spot and kind of cover that whole field.
Bayo's priority. Let's go. If you didn't get your load, that's tough. You can get it later.
Now, I do not know if the Confederates know the dilemma they're in. They probably do. But Confederates will be at breaking by the time this cap's done. Of course, this is going to be a little harder for Union to defend, but it's going to be very hard to take. It's a big open field. It's a thing of beauty. You have the 59th New York holding here, and then the rest of the Union holding up in a more traditional position. 8th Virginia holding up on the far left side, and then you have Union groups. Lightning Brigade, I see 1st Maryland tags there, and Iron Brigade kind of holding out. So Union has a very, very spread out position. Confederates could take this opportunity to defeat them in detail. Of course, Union's been moving effective all night, so we'll see how they go from there. But we play the match. We'll see if the Confederates can overcome the near what seems like an impossible task. Zoo and his guys, they're pushing back down the road.
Yeah, pretty much. We're coming to you.
Roger. God, where'd I be?
We can hold this fence and then just shift with them.
Don't shoot the friendlies.
If they push.
I really like what Ninja's saying. Ninja's thinking you hold the whole team kind of at this corner. The Confederates are sprinting down this way. You follow down this fence line. I really like that. And you can kind of see the Union kind of doing that as of now, spreading up their whole line as a thing. They was talking about this last night in the NA Friday event. But we don't have new map packs right now. We just have the 3 South Mountain, Harper's Ferry, and Antietam. If the developers just made new boundaries and control points from different viewpoints, I think it'd be great. But here comes the CSA through the corn. They're just going to slam into this corner. Union being a little spread out there, the Confederates do have an opportunity, assuming they're attacking as a whole team. Confederates going up and over. And Confederates going down to taking losses here. Decent amount of the Confederates are still over there, and Union's actually kind of winning this. If the rest of these Confederates came in, it'd be great. You have some going off in the distance, but there's a decent amount of Union down there that can hold you off. 2nd Corps is now pushing in to help the remaining 7th LA guys. And that might actually be enough to turn the tide on this corner.
They're on that left side. They're going to be on the fence.
They're going down. But, here comes Zoo.
Get him, boys. Come on, shoot them. Shoot these motherfuckers right now.
Wow, I don't know how you got a kill there. 5th Florida, though. 1st Maryland now charging in. 59th New York, you got red there. They're trying to hold this corner position at all costs. And they're actually going to start winning here. There is a 5-man imbalance in favor of Union, but I mean, 7 men on CSA artillery. And for reference, the CSA artillery is all the way over here. That charge is kind of fizzling out. CSA is reforming, so we'll check out what artillery is doing. But, I mean, having 7 guys on these guns is terrible for the CSA. I don't think Union should have any guys either, but, I mean, they're just having a counter battery off. If you even want to call it that. Like, the Confederate guns are not helping in any way. I don't know how communication works with telling people to get off guns and such, but regardless of that, not good for the CSA team at all. They need as many men, especially when they're trying to attack and take a position. I'm guessing this is probably MB up here. It is indeed. A Mississippi Brigade themselves trying to engage. They're not really going to do much. They don't have a flag. They do have a flag. It's kind of freaking out there.
Yeah, like belly button.
Penis high, gotcha.
But yeah, I don't. Confederates maybe got 1 good attack left. Let's see if they're talking about anything.
Keep your fucking mouth shut. Go to your fucking unit.
Fuck up. You ain't beautiful.
Go to your fucking unit, bitch.
Six. Six alive. You spawned in with Mazik. Moving out.
Free speech is free.
Here, please.
Dang!
Jason, over here.
Of all the things you know, it's like, what are they talking about? Stick with the yeah, what the heck?
In the 6LA unit.
Pull him out of it,
regiment.
man.
I don't know
What the fuck
what.
are they doing?
I don't know. Cartman and the Duckster are both
How are
in.
they going? They must have just understood.
No.
Oh, that makes perfect sense. They're gonna take the point anyway. We don't know what the rest of the team is.
Angel, Sutter, right over here, right over here.
So yeah, Confederates.
I know.
Confederates should not be pushing in whatsoever. They're not gonna win. It's okay. MB got wiped in the distance. Union's actually starting to push out here. Here comes 7th LA. I think they're pushing forward. I don't know if they're trying to find a good defensive position. It would be really funny if that was the next point of contention. I don't think there's any more over here, but... I honestly wonder if what could help with this issue of... Because, like, Union's gotten 2 great flags for this round. I wonder if having less possible points of contention would be better for this. Like, 1 Union bias point, 1 CSA bias point, and then 1 center point that's in the center of the map. Because that would guarantee that you would have to push out of your next point.
Along the fucking marching order. Along marching order. Fucking fire in that line.
I think that might help contention in terms of this random RNG stuff when you have things like this. But where will the next point be? Let's find out. Oh, Union's actually pushing kind of at that corner here. They're kind of winning there. I really thought it was going to be there, but yeah, it's all the way over there. Artillery's finally going to be useful. It's going to be a hike, but 5th NC, 5th Florida, they're pushing in. Now they're just going to charge right into these guys here. And so while the Confederates are going this way, these Union guys are also going, and they're going to get a couple kills along the way. But the Confederates are having a nicely spawned by. This is what the Union needs to do.
How about you 1v1 me on the right side of this? Oh god damn, he turned around. What a hero!
Jesus Christ. Yeah, 1v1, I win.
So the Union as a whole moving forward, again, Union's doing what they need to do. Union have played tonight phenomenally. Of course, this round they've gotten a huge advantage. CSA now has a little bit of an advantage. It's kind of a race to the point. CSA is a little bit ahead. Of course, they have their spawn point, which is decently closer. So we'll see if the Confederates can hold this and win this. Holy crap, that's really far away. We'll see if they can hold and win. That's a big question. But I don't even know if it'll matter because of how close the Confederates are to last stand.
I wouldn't reload here, friend. Enemies, the whole regiment's right behind you. Yeah, rally the colors. It was over here in the northwest.
Yeah, I wonder. So this must be a delaying force. What are you thinking?
Second Corps literally ruined the game. So
it was 2nd MS was holding back. The 6th Louisiana was doing jack shit.
we're about to push to the northwest, boys.
Destiny, hey, wasn't somebody from the 6LA talking shit to you or something?
Yeah, it's fine. Fuck them.
Man,
hey, full kits, boys. We're about to push.
Full kits. Hey, we about to fucking, we about to push them Yankees.
Lost. It's fine. Full kits. Hold your fucking shots.
What a thing to catch! What a thing to catch! Oh boy, I can't wait to see that. Anyways, 59th New York, Union moving out. I mean, it's the Confederates this whole map has been kind of unfair to them. I don't know why these 7th LA guys are not going to the point. Except that they're trying to be a distractionary force. I'm not really going to focus on that side of the map anymore because Union's just going to wipe out that 7th LA group. The big question is what happens over here. Doug, 5th NC, they've been sprinting. Forward Wright had a Olympics for the sprinting. The 5th NC would be winning it. Union hitting engaged. What a good shot. Pyro from the 1st Delaware. Good job, Confederate Artillery.
Shift it west, northwest into the woods. I believe there's woods to the west.
So, Confederates are going to have control over that point. Union could try to go through their this general area to hit them, because I don't think Union's going to be able to kind of push through this area effectively. Confederates having the stone wall. Very nice and effective. At least Confederates are kind of getting close with these shots here. But Confederates are going to hit last stand. I don't really... I mean, Union's pretty much won this game. I mean, where is Union artillery aiming? The world might never know. Fifth and see Doug pulling their guys off. It is only a matter of time before we see the Confederates lose this game. Let's see some Union Rambos. In the meantime, you got Vazzy here from 1st Maryland. Shout out. Who do we got here? We got Metal here. Love Metal from 2nd MS. I don't know what he's doing out here. We also got Smokey. Also love Smokey. What a couple group of guys there. So 5th NC doing a great thing here. You got Ninja here as well. They are pushing exactly the direction to go for this point. It's going to essentially create that, make that graveyard null and void, and the Confederates are pushing off because of that. At least that's what I'm thinking they're thinking. Confederates not as strong as a position as the Eastwood skirmish that we've been kind of watching this whole game, but they still kind of had this nice corner fence. Union, though, has a snake fence of their own, and these bushes can kind of conceal them a little bit. Sure, it conceals the Confederates, but Union's kind of pushing, so this just favors them by a lot. It actually looks like a decent amount of Confederates are kind of use the corn there as cover.
Bitch, you ain't gonna shoot me.
Look, you fucking
Hey, fuck. Oh, come on.
Come on over here. Don't brace. Don't brace. Come on. Don't brace. Come on over here, officer. Get close enough.
Brace.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
So there he goes. I don't know, you could hear the shot, but looks like some Confederate guys, these 7th LA guys, going after artillery. I don't know if this was the own Union gun shooting and hitting that guy, but... So all the Confederate guys that are in the map, they are it. You have a couple of Confederate, you got a lot of Confederates at spawn. But here we got Iron Brigade. Looks like they're shifting off to this right side, whether they're trying to get to their artillery or hold for their spawn. Time will tell, but here comes 5th Florida and 1st Maryland. Now, will they take a detour to say hi to the Confederate artillery? No, they won't. They're going to say hi. Will the Confederate artillery say hi back? No, they will miss. Actually, because of this great welcoming message of the Cheese Brigade is going in for the kill. Diffuse on top of it right there. Provost will try to defend his men as best as he can, but they're a little outnumbered. Great first shot. So, Union winning on that front. 5th Florida, 1st Maryland, guys. You can see Union's kind of taking control of that. Not a whole lot of Confederates left. The only remaining Confederates are these MB guys holding here. But I think if Union also recap the point right away, they win. I'm pretty sure that's the case if CSA's on last stand. Fang here's going to try something but get killed. Here comes the 59th New York here as well. 59NY, here they go.
6% sure I killed somebody. I murdered somebody.
Oh, there's one.
Get the flag, get the flag.
Jesus.
The retard ye.
Yo, they're dropping the flag. Let's fucking shoot that
And
shit.
then we are right behind them, boys. We are right behind them. Fire at the red oblique. Get down here, up and over.
Let's go, up and over. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's like Mississippi Brigade did not hear Red just say, "We got behind them, boys. Let's shoot them. Let's shoot them. Hit them from the side." It's like he didn't even hear him.
Up and over. And hold fire, boys. Oh,
okay,
yeah, we
boys.
flanked around and we got hold.
Friendlies killing each other there, but Union's capping the point. Union is going to win this game. Someone's artillery just shot. But this should be the end of the game. Another great Maryland campaign event tonight. There were 2 servers tonight. That should be the end of the game. Oh, okay. I guess it's not the end of the game. I guess it's 3/4 of the way capped, so I guess it gives Confederates some opportunity. Not terrible. The second corps is going to be the last guys to try to get in there, but they're a little outnumbered.
There was a major line north. Major line north.
I don't think the Union realizes.
Everybody, on my left. Hear me. Take aim, directly ahead, white fence. Take aim.
No!
Yeah, come here, Sergeant Major. Fuck you, bitch. Fucking Union, fuck.
Good eye. Shut up, fat man. You're dead, fat man.
How many CSA are left? I mean, there's really only that tiny group. Couple Union enjoying themselves in the woods. But I like what these guys are doing. They're not holding back. They are charging in like men. And that is the end of tonight's event. Great 2 rounds. I think the big thing for the CSA is Union just got there first. They had those entrenched positions, and then 2 unlucky spawns can make it very hard for the Confederates to do anything. Biggest Confederate mistakes were trying to go in there at the end of that first wave, or that first flag. They should have just kind of held back. But Union did exactly what they needed to do. It's not like the Confederates did bad. Union just did exactly what they needed to do. So props to the Union tonight on the 2-0. Great dub. And with that being said, we'll see you in the post-game interview. Brief thoughts from everyone. There's a lot of people from the same side. Ninja, brief thoughts on the first round.
Brief thoughts was the plan was perfectly executed. I'm very proud of all of the Union tonight.
I'm proud of you.
It was a pleasure working with you, men, fighting with you.
Pleasure me.
That's it.
Honcho.
It was good. It was all right, man. I asked Doug. Doug wanted to lead both of them. I gave him the opportunity. God damn it! Shut the fuck up. He told me. I allowed him. I allowed him to lead today. All right.
Somebody ban him.
No. I was just a scout. All right. I called out a lot of shit that needed to be called out. Hopefully, I made Doug proud.
Proud of you.
We got Froze here.
Yeah, really good match. Always happy to fight alongside Sussy and Ninja. Again, sorry about that stab on that second match, Ninja. You scared the crap out of me.
Fuck, you should have stabbed him again.
The flag.
I would have stabbed him again. Stabbed the fuck out of him.
Zoo. I guess we'll do, anything for tonight, really.
Oh, man, fucking contention RNG is a real son of a bitch. I tell you what, I kind of felt so bad for the fucking Rebs.
That's very uncharacteristic of you, Zoo. That sounds very uncharacteristic of you.
Hey, man, when that RNG fucking sucks, it sucks.
You could have switched sides.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep that. Next time I get TK, next time I get TK by one of your boys, I'll keep that in mind. Be like, oh man, Florida, fucking these goddamn 5th NC fucking mongrel sons of bitches. We gotta show them what's what. Let's go, James. Let's go join the Johnny Reb side like we're supposed to be on and show these Yankees, what's what.
And we'll still kick your ass.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know about that, friend.
Oh man.
Again fighting. Stop, guys, please.
Speaking of
We've
red,
had like 4 saucy civil wars. All right, we always win. It's all right.
who's we?
Don't yell at me.
We as in saucy overall.
Have you not heard of the great Sussy Civil War?
I know the Scots meme.
Oh man.
Who? Scots lost.
Scots
that a
won.
guy?
No, Scots won the first one. He lost the second one.
No, he lost all of them.
No, he
Fuck
hasn't.
Scots.
Scots,
No.
gentlemen, henceforth, lads, I don't care if it's recorded. Scots, a man of Maryland. All right, a glorious man of excuse me, Honcho.
Yeah, no, I could say it. He's a tanker. Fuck him.
All right, that's fair. You're talking about something outside of war rights. Honcho, I love the 5th NC, but I would straight up fix a bayonet and auto charge into your fucking line if I ever heard you say "fuck First Maryland."
And I'd be with you, Zap.
There we go.
Right in their backs.
I would join you alongside that as well, actually.
There we
Damn
go.
it, Doug. God damn it, Doug. Fire her up the server. We're gonna fucking run this phase.
Anyway, yeah, Scots has joined the U.S. Army. He is a member of the Army's tank command, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. He, I believe he drives a tank, as something that many of us have dreamed about for quite some time.
Yeah, he actually drives an Abram.
Yeah,
No, I think actually, no, he should be up there in the ranks now that he's a fucking gunner. He's my hero.
So,
he's nothing like me. I'm boots on ground, baby.
So he could very well be. Because last I talked to him, he was on the path to becoming the gunner of his assigned tank. But that'd be fucking cool as shit, wouldn't it? Anyway, regardless, I'll hold on. I feel like I'm speaking out of turn. I'll yield to whoever said it was.
Zapstar is submissive, confirmed.
Wow,
I'll kill you.
Okay.
Honcho, I'll pick you up by the throat. I love you, but don't you ever fucking say that again.
Well, we had a lot of fun tonight. That was a great event night. We're 4-0 for the day. I'm happy with it. It was fun. It was a good time. In the muster for the event, we 59th made it our mission. Team kill Honcho. Did that anytime our boys saw him. Yeah, they kept going. They kept gunning for you, man. I don't know why, but someone said it, and then everyone else was like, "Cool." So anytime they saw you in the muster map, they just went and got you.
That should just be a thing.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Honestly, I thought it was fucking hilarious. But first map was great, a lot of fun. Second map was great, a lot of fun. Second map, similar to Zoo, I don't feel bad, because we've gotten shit on with RNG before, and we still won. So I feel like personally, they could have done something, you know.
Yeah, but they were going up against the king. You know what I mean?
All right.
When you go for the king, you gotta go for the throat, and brother.
No, if them dickheads want to fucking like charge in a fucking open field instead of the corn, be my fucking guest. All right.
So true.
It's just what is that? It's a natural selection at that point. All right. God damn it.
I mean, we had a few guys in front of the corn. I guess we scared them off at 12 guys. You know, I don't blame them.
We were aware enough to recognize the corn was our only vulnerability and then cover it.
Yeah.
And you know, we had no weakness at that point.
Yeah, I even tried to lead fucking Zoo around that fucking corn, and then fucking he got scared because he seen 2 flags. Apparently, it was just 2 flags with 5 guys.
My boys were there. What kind of
Zoo, actually, on that note, Zoo and I think Zapstar too, we caught them with their pants down way too often.
It was bad. It was bad, dude.
Dude, we would run through the corn with flags, like very apparent we were coming to flank them, and they had their backs looking towards Reb spawn, and we just rip them up in the rear.
You know who I feel most bad for, Red?
Who?
The Campfire game developers, because they spent so much time inventing conquest and contention, and we've just turned everybody away from it.
they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna nerf it or something, just like they nerfed skirmish shit. They're gonna nerf it because we're just too good at it, I guess. You know, but overall, really fun night.
I do got one question for Red. Excuse me. Did you hear me make that call out? And did you know they were coming down that main road or to your left? When
Which
y'all
map
were on
is
the
this?
stone wall. Second
Which-
map.
Second map. Okay.
Second
like
one, we were
yelling.
on the stone wall.
Yeah, in the corner.
We were in the corner on the stone, and you said
Yeah.
they're coming down the left, like in the open
Yeah.
when they charge in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I shifted them over to the snake rail
Okay.
because I was like,
Yeah.
"What the
'Cause
fuck are they doing?"
Yeah, because y'all were shooting. Because I know y'all were shooting. I think it was 2 court. Because I think I heard somebody from say 6LA. They were in front of y'all at that point in time, and I was like, okay, they're fucking them up. All right, and I was organizing Doug to come around the rear, and fuck them in the ass. So that's what we like to do.
The
I
charge
seem to
in the
remember.
open.
Go ahead.
No, goes that. No, you use that.
No, I seem to remember running up to Red and being like, expect hostile forces to this direction. And then, like, Red immediately ordered over the top in that exact direction. And you
fucking love it.
slaughtered him, mate.
I fucking love it.
Look, man, they don't expect the unbridled aggression of the 59th New York with 4 European fellas in the mix. So they never expect it, and then we get in there, and then I look behind me and I saw a zoo coming up and over, and I was like, yeah, there we go.
We got it.
Thing. It was great overall. We had a great time. Highlight was definitely the open field charge the Rebs made on us in that first point.
Exactly.
My guys were laughing in Discord, just actually just couldn't contain it. They were like,
That
"What
was-
the fuck is going on?"
It's better, yeah. Yeah, at least you're
But-
laughing at Discord. I was talking shit to him.
Oh yeah,
So-
we heard. Don't worry, we heard.
Yeah. I was like, leave the game. I got beer to drink. Shit was a fucking
Zapstar,
fun
you
time.
got anything for tonight's event?
Besides glory holes.
Who's
What?
turn? Is it
Yours.
Who's happy?
It's you, Zeps. It's
The
you.
one and only.
All right.
The man of the
Gentlemen,
hour.
That first map, we advanced together according to the plan along the leftmost line of advance on that first map. I think it's Westwoods, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
Westwoods.
All right. I wholeheartedly expected the enemy to make the same sort of push, except for inverse, right? So we'd encounter them immediately in the middle of those woods, as I outlined in the event coordination between our team. That didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. The enemy would let us take superior positions on the left, the Union left, and they just gave us the entire field practically. I don't know where they were for the majority of that. We encountered like slight units, a few here and there on that left, but for the most part, I feel like they moved to the Union right.
I knew who they were. I could tell
We
you.
agreed. We agreed to yield the Union right to the enemy because it's not really all that strategically important if they take those positions. It's really not on Westwoods. You hold the left, you advance forward, you have just damn near absolute control of the point. As long as you make sure they don't circle behind you, you can have the day. Mostly what I did on that first map, and many times I yielded the Maryland/Florida line to Zoo, and I was just sitting there trying to coordinate with 8th Virginia and 59th New York, who was nearest to us. I'm not sure exactly where 5th NC was, but I know they're doing God's work, as they always do.
God's plan.
Exactly. And overall, lads, I think that first map went, well, all according to plan.
Boys.
We did later advance further right than we ever planned to, but that was in an attempt to outflank enemy strong points that were under point directly, if I remember correctly. They were trying their best to hold that. And I don't know, we cut them apart. The enemy charged us multiple instances, but and yes, at one point I remember calling out for a surge support on the left flank, Union left, because the enemy was overwhelming that position, but repeated reinforcements from both 59th New York, 5th NC, 1st Delaware, other members of Sussex Brigade were able to hold that left against all comers. We didn't die to a man. We fell back and took superior positions, reformed and thrust forth bayonets, zeal and fury, and shattered the foe.
Did I just hear that?
Just give me a boner, Zap.
Did Zapstar order a fucking retreat?
I have never ordered a retreat.
Oh, fall back doesn't fall.
Wait, Hunter, why'd you talk? Hunter, why'd you talk when he said retreat?
I didn't. I never
I
ordered
called it
a
out.
retreat.
He said he fell back. I'm recording.
No, Hear me out. Hear me out, lads.
Oh, you're lucky my instant replay's off. Well, it will be in the video. We'll rewind.
Hear me out. When I
It'll be
say
a short.
our lads, as in Maryland and Florida, died to a man at their forward positions.
No,
we
we'll
are
say-
reinforcing Allied positions that had pulled back from our old positions. And from there, when we reinforced said positions, we thrust forth with utmost zeal and fury, and the enemy had nothing to stand before us. That's what I said.
No, I will say this though. Fucking Zoo came in like a fucking bat out of hell on that the CSA first charge and literally wiped like at least 15 dudes. It was beautiful. It was fucking beautiful, and I was like, holy fuck. Yeah, it was like because like 5th and C died in place. Yeah, I know that. That's what Doug was said. They all died in place.
You pin and slaughter. You pin and slaughter. And at that moment, it was one of the instances where I had yielded command to Zoo of the ultimate regiment in the field. And I will kill you all. But no, he, through his own superior intuition, Zoo, led the lads to that position. And the second map, Zoo led Maryland and Florida.
Yeah, I didn't even
victory and death.
So I didn't. Yeah, I didn't even see. I didn't even know y'all were fully committed. I just seen Invictus rocking around. I was like, bro, tell Zoo to fucking get in their ass, fucking do God's work. And he said, yeah, we're already up here. I said, oh fuck it, I'm getting in there, baby. I'm getting my blood. I'm getting my bayonet wet. Blood is being drawn.
And you know why Zoo and I get along so well? That's because we both see blood in the water. We both charge and we both slaughter.
Where's the pants of the relationship?
Is that voice is like getting so close to the mic?
I know. No, I'm not even
like ASMR.
I'm rubbing my nipples right now.
Fucking microphone. I'm just my voice. Like, listen, I'm just like gradually as like goes on, my voice gets more and more tired, so I speak and a bit more.
Do you need something to soothe your vocal cords, Zapstar?
I got the bat right here. It's trying its best.
I got something a little stickier than the bat for you.
Okay. Any other thoughts, Zap?
I have one additional thought. One additional thought on both maps. It was to the PA Army, Lieutenant Colonel Ninja.
It's just Ninja. Don't say the PA Army. It was just Ninja.
No, it is all of them.
Lads are with me in spirit.
It was the Pennsylvania Army. Oh, Pennsylvania Soldier. PS Ninja.
Gentlemen, stand by. Ninja, at any points in tonight's map, pointed out potential enemy movements as well as potential shortcomings in our own positions. And for that I applaud not only Ninja and his superior tactical aptitude in the field, but also the entirety of the PA Army. Because had they been there tonight, they would have already been in the positions that he was advising. I know that, but on my heart, I do. Ninja, I salute you as my friend, my brother, just as I do any other member of Saucy Brigade.
You don't talk to me like that.
Ye fucking ye, lads. And also, I have two other things to say. Iron Brigade performed exemplary in both maps. I personally witnessed them moving forward when we, as Saucy, were previously shattered against the enemy's strong points, and Iron Brigade advanced forward, engaged the enemy, and maintained a superior position upon them to where they could not advance against us.
Preach.
Iron Brigade, fucking I salute you, and every bit of cheese you want.
How's that?
I'm proud to charge that artillery with you at the end there, Zap.
That was fun. I was with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, Stussy's not shattered unless I'm dead.
I have one last shout out. It's to a member of Saucy Light. That's 8th Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
8th Virginia on that first map. Okay. They did
work. I'm not going to lie.
They did.
I was with them.
They did. 8th Virginia took up positions on Maryland and Florida's left flank on that first map. 8th Virginia responded to any call-out that we made. Not only that, but they also withheld the enemy from the leftmost portion of Sussie's line. They did so with zeal and exemplary service to Sussie Brigade overall. I'd like to compliment that. 8th Virginia, you lads do God's work, as any member of this brigade does.
Right on.
Huzzah.
I'll give you something to
So
write
true. Yeah, that's true about them and also PA, and the IB Army. I agree.
Hell yeah.
Y'all were doing great. And
Bros,
by
I
PA,
appreciate
mean
it,
only Ninja. Thanks, Ninja, for holding the flag and being.
So I'm
with
saying
us,
he's
you
just
know,
he's a Pennsylvania mercenary.
That was the Pennsylvania Army's token you were fighting for on the first map, by the way.
Yeah! If I would have known that, I would have fucking
your
through.
service.
Would have fucking.
Right,
fucking
that was
through.
my battle plan I drew up.
Gentlemen,
that you executed perfectly,
if
and
any
we won the
man,
map.
if any man
I feel
can claim
dirty
victory in those fucking woods on the Westwoods, I think Red should be the man. Because how many times did you and I find each other in those woods and we just shouted at each other and we found a way to make it work? We slaughtered everyone between us.
Hey,
you and me, brother.
Every time
you
I
and
saw
me.
Red and his guys, they were in the right spot doing the right thing.
Yes, indeed. Reds, I have
wish
had
we
an
had Steve
opportunity.
Chat.
I have an opportunity to just wish you a fucking glorious welcome back, brother. But welcome back to the game. You've been missed, and I'd shake your hand with the firmest fucking embrace as I could.
Suck him up already, all right?
No, no,
Thanks,
mate. I
Zapstar.
would.
Yeah.
I would for this man right here.
You heard it here first.
We got
That's
that
a
video.
first. That's a
It's
first.
on video. It's July, all right? It's not June, all right? Calm down, buddy. All right, it's America's. It's America's week month.
The 59th appreciates the love. We love you in
Holy-
game, as you heard from Bobby. He's a big fan. Yeah, man, it's a great time. It's been a fun like month or so back. I've been having a great time. I can't say when I left I was not having a great time. Now that I'm back, I'm having a great time. That's all I will say. It's a good time.
You know what I'm hearing here?
Because you were in 9th Corps, you weren't with us.
No, leave off the 9th Corps shit, all right? That's the past.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
We are
Exactly.
sussy now, all right? And
Here's the
Sussy's
thing.
giving
We're
us
talking
fun.
about sussy now, sussy for fucking ever. I salute every man here. Glory awaits, brothers. We shall have victory. Let them dare to try and stand before us.
Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, sussy and also I guess IBB and PA, but you know,
Yes. I'm sorry, Abby. Iron Brigade. Sussy and Iron Brigade. Here it is.
That was
Cheese. Anyone
And
else got
Ninja.
anything quick before we call off for a night?
This is probably the best debrief we've probably had.
I think that's it.
easily.
I wish we'd had men
That was
from
a
the
lot of
CSA
fun.
tonight because I would absolutely love to engage them as we normally do.
Well,
Because honestly, what I will say is that there were some instances where the CSA did put up a hell of a fight. I can't remember any particular instances because I have yet to hear any man like speak up or where they were, like particulars to remind me. But the CSA did put up a hell of a fight. They did on that first map especially. I can't necessarily speak for the second map because I was not in overall command on that second map. But that first map, we encountered several Confederate units that were in the right place at the right time. And yes, they did in fact charge us out. And I compliment them.
Apologize.
I agree
Does
with
anybody know the results of the server 1? They fought the same battles.
I have not.
MSG's here, so they might know. This dude right here.
Let's get him on.
Yeah,
guess
can we,
he's raising his hand.
MSG's raising his hand. Yeah, MSG, what do you got for us, lad?
Oh. What's up?
What
Joe
happened
went.
today, sir?
How did the first map go?
Well, we were on CSA on Westwoods, and I could only describe it as a slaughter.
In whose favor? In whose favor, sir?
The Union.
Oh,
so
okay.
Union won.
How
Westwoods.
about contention?
Union won.
So Union 4-0 tonight. That was my prediction.
Union, wow, fuck.
Tommy message said, if we're dead, I told him we are in fact live right now to join.
Yeah, we lost Westwoods by a whole entire ribbon.
Oh.
Ooh,
I don't.
yeah.
What is
Hey,
that analogy? What does that mean?
Good fighting though, man. Good
means a
fighting
whole
though.
stance.
Oh God.
MSG.
Thank you for the report.
Yeah.
Missouri State Guard.
Yeah.
In our past, fighting alongside each other, you lads have always performed to the highest degree that I've witnessed in this game. And while we didn't have the privilege of fighting alongside you or against you tonight, I salute each and every man as part of your regiment for their valor tonight.
Thank you.
So, wow. How bad of a morale state did you lose by in the second map? Just curious.
If it was like
I think
taking losses,
Union,
was it not?
Yeah, it was taking losses to last stand.
Oh yeah, y'all are good. Y'all are good. Y'all had more.
Okay.
Like y'all had.
That's really good.
Y'all
That's
had more
really
of a fight.
It was closer.
Y'all had
closer
more
than
of a
ours
fight.
was.
Yeah, we had them engaged in last stand. All right.
Like not even like mostly through engaged. It was
yeah.
like maybe
just the
maybe
tip.
a quarter through
Just the
engaged.
tip.
Not
Just the
even.
tip.
Yeah.
No, I think what everyone can admit here is that contention is
You're my
utterly
hero.
dependent upon where the point is found, right?
But
So-
I thought they could they enable
me
it to,
out.
like where you could change. No, I thought they could enable it to like you could change the points now.
I don't believe they have.
No,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I agree with I agree with Conquest. Like even I told Doug, it's like, bro, that's just RNG right there. Even before we started.
Conquest is the ultimate fair game mode. I will
Exactly.
use that. But
I'll win on
what'll-
waterways.
What'll add to contention is that contention is utterly dependent upon where the point is chosen. If you get an utterly favorable point placement, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the enemy does, how much fury, how much zeal, how much how much they want to fight, they'll lose. If they continue to contest points that are obviously lost. I'll reveal something. I'll reveal something here now. Gentlemen, sometimes it is far superior in contention to yield up an entire stage to the enemy than it is to contest a point. If it's close to the spawn, you yield it, and you are ready to move wherever the next point goes. You do that, and you'll have the next point, and you'll take just as much as you lost from the enemy, if not more, as they struggle to move from the old position to where the new point of contention is. I say that because I want the fairest sort of battle possible.
Respectfully, they actually met us on that first point. Like I don't know, I forgot who Eagle said it was, but
They were
they
5
were
seconds later.
Yeah,
It was the
yeah.
7th AO, I think, was their first.
Yeah,
He said,
like
but they had no kits, but neither did we.
Oh no, I thought they said
There
it.
weren't enough of them. There weren't enough of them, Ninja.
Man,
That's what I think. How about you,
enough,
Andre?
enough to fucking just go for the fucking flag bearer and just fight it out. Yeah, all you have to do is just fight for the flagpole, and it
we
just
didn't
stops
have
right there.
the wherewithal to actually bayo and go or nothing and go to point, they would have beat us there. So
Yeah,
like,
they would have.
we-
They
we
would
had
exactly.
strategy.
Yeah,
And then IB came in their side. They got
beat
full
us,
kits.
They actually did beat us to the corn, and they
Exactly.
if they had just pushed forward, they would have hurt us real bad. But they stayed on the stone wall in the front of the cornfield, and then us and IB shot on their side until they started shooting. Until we got outflanked on our far left, and IB, that's why we pulled back. It's because they were on our far left, and I think we tried telling you in game. You were like, "Ah, you're good," and I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, that's why I still hold. Like they could.
What I boils down
they could have done a lot there.
Really got the
Agent
first
wants
point.
to
It could have
speak
been.
for
It could have
the,
been. It could have been a fight for that
Agent said
first
he
point.
can't hear anyone. Though.
Oh, wait, Cajun wants to speak?
There's nothing else. So, is anyone else have any brief things? This post-game interview has gone longer than both matches tonight. And
What?
so
If I can.
Yes,
Oh,
briefly.
I need more.
If I can, very briefly. Gentlemen, ultimately, I think what we find is contention, aggression wins more than anything else. And had the enemy maintained the advance, had the enemy maintained the aggression, they probably could have forced their own victory on that second map in server 2, if I remember correctly.
He doesn't even know. The hero.
We were in server 2, Zap, yes.
Yes,
He's the hero amongst boys.
Now, ultimately, lads, I'd like to take this time to acknowledge the foes that we faced, and I wish they were here to speak for themselves, but they're not. In many circumstances, Maryland and Florida found themselves faced off against opponents that were fighting with every bit of zeal and fury that we do. And they did well. They did. And I think that with no one else here to speak for them, I should speak for them. They did outstanding
There's
tonight.
a dude from Mississippi that might want to talk. First Sergeant, does he want to talk? Get him in here. Get him in here.
He just dropped out.
Oh, he did? Oh.
But ultimately, lads, it was a good fight. It was a good fight.
Way to
All
scare him away,
parties.
Zapstar.
Oh, I don't think I was trying to do that. But ultimately, it was a good fight all around, and I look forward to next week. Well, we can hopefully.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Oh yes, we'll be here tomorrow. But I mean, in Maryland campaign, hopefully, we can have a balanced, proper, and glorious match, and we shall. That's all we have.
We shall feast on the holy cheese together.
Hashtag I didn't see HDC have a second server today.
So, with that all being said, thank you all for being here tonight. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe for more. Go beneath the video, hit the join button to get perks like seeing videos before everyone else. And with that being said, have a wonderful rest of the night, everyone. See you in the next one.
Godspeed,
guys.
boys.